Hello, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to you all from Reason Together TV. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your time and wherever you are watching us from. If this is your first time of coming across our channel, please enable to hit the red subscribe button down below and also the bell icon for notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you will always be the first person to be notified. This case that you are about to watch is a case of marriage misunderstanding. Please stay tuned while we interview the complainant and also we get to the defendant for peaceful resolution. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed and bye for now. Ciao.
Okay, Susan, good evening. Okay, you can speak up very clearly. Let's hear you out. What is your complaint?
Okay, my complaint is that I married 2018, 1st of April. So,
Can you talk loud?
yes,
Okay, sit up and talk about
okay.
it.
April 2018, I got married and that day I wedded. So, I met my husband here in Lagos. So, we didn't actually date. I knew the space of 6 months and we are not that close at like dating. So, and after that time, he proposed to me that he wants to marry me. And then we went to the east. He didn't actually do all the list from the village. He sent a few money because I told my family he doesn't have money. So they make everything to be brief for him. So he sent money to them and they were able to get some things done. So on that day that we did our traditional marriage, so it happens that they were supposed to take me. I'm from Imo State. Him is from Abia State. So he was supposed to take me to his family house, his village where he came from. But they took me to Aba, where her mommy and her sister reside. So on getting to that place, I was now, concerned because all the things that they gave them from my village after the traditional marriage. So they share it in their sister shop, gave the people that followed them to the traditional marriage. So I became worried because I was expecting to meet, women or people that welcome me as a married person that just came back. I didn't see. So I started questioning my husband why they are sharing all those stuff in the his sister's shop. He said I should leave it that that is how they feel like doing it. So I was more concerned. I started asking him, is this place your village? Is Aba your village? He said no, that is his village is Item. I said, okay, you need to take me to that place the next day because you will not just marry me and tell me that you will go back to Lagos. He said from that Aba will be coming back to Lagos. I said, no, I need to go and know where you came from. That is after marriage. That's where you're supposed to take me to. So it became an issue with him and he said he wants to go and see one of his uncle that also came for the trad. So went to see the man. The man gave him approval to go and take me to their village. So on our way going to, and that was the next day, that second day after the traditional marriage. So on our way going, I was questioning him to know which people am I going to meet, what am I expecting to, when I get to that place. He told me that I will not see people, that I will only see the grandmommy. I say your daddy grandmommy say no, that the woman is grandmother from maternal home. I say like how old is she? He say don about 100 plus. I say okay, that how can the woman live? Sha question him why the mama will not stay in her husband place instead of the daughters, as in instead of where her daughter got married at that age. So he said that that is how they do it so that people will take care of her because the woman was blind then. So on getting to that place, we met the woman and we came back to Aba. So when we came back to Aba, the third day, we now scheduled to travel back to Lagos. So when we get to the park, and the senior uncle that drove keke is the mother brother. So the man drove the keke to the park, and all this agbero was, coming to ask for bag to come and register. So the process, the senior sister that came with us, I was at the middle of the keke, the sister was at the edge, my husband was at the other edge. So the sister asked us to switch the chair, our sitting position, so that those people will not take our transport money from my husband, which I did. So before I knew it, I received a very hot slap from the sister. I didn't say anything. I was looking at my husband. He didn't say anything. So I was like, I don't know what happened, why the woman slapped me. So when later, because of the wahala of those agbero, the uncle now decided that we will go to another park, which we did. Getting to that place, they said their boss have left that morning, that except they will go for night. So the man now, when they went out, the woman now attacked me that you have to calm down, or you have to calm down. That was what she said. I don't know the reason of her slapping me. We didn't have any quarrel of any kind. So when my husband and the uncle returned, we went back to her house to wait for the night bus. So I was telling my husband that how can you be there? Your sister slapped me. I don't know why your sister slapped me. Supposed to ask her why she slapped me, and you get quiet. It's unfair. So I want to know why the sister slapped me. He now said that somebody that rented a bus, that they used to come and marry me. I want them to start having issue. I say it's not having issue. Just ask her why she slapped me. She can't slap me like that. So he said he will not ask him. Don't ask her that he doesn't want trouble. So when we get to Lagos, that same day we'll get back to the park, and we took a night bus and got to Lagos. That was on the 4th of April 2018. We got to Lagos on the 5th of April 2018. So I was worried about that slap because I don't have any quarrel of any kind. So since he refused to ask the sister, I called my senior brother, my immediate senior brother, and I reported what happened to him. He now asked me to call the sister, which I did, but her number were switched off. So I now told him. He said I should call that uncle that drove the keke. So when I called the uncle, I told him what happened. He said that he was not aware because he was dragging keke with all the agbo. I said maybe you will not be aware because he stepped out to drag with those agbo. But he told me that he was going to ask the sister. So a few minutes later, he called me that he has gone to ask that sorry for what happened, that he's sorry, that he doesn't want anybody to hear the matter again. So, but I still ask, because they have not given me reason why she slapped me. I still insist my husband should ask the sister what transpired that slapping or everything. So he said that he will ask. Later, I now said that the sister said it was by mistake that she slapped me. I said it was not by mistake. She was sitting at the middle, me at the edge. So she stretched hands to slap me that side. How can you say it's a mistake? So he said because those agbero will naked me. I said naked me for what? I didn't come out. I was not dragging anything. I didn't utter a word. So they didn't give me the clearest why reason. So I left the whole issue until when I now put to bed. I stay with him that time. In my room, I was still maintaining my apartment and him in the apartment before after that our marriage. So they gave us quick notice because the house I was living then is the owner is the owner of the place he's also living. So the man evacuated everybody living in that apartment. Me, I was in boys quarter, him he was in their main building. So I now told him that we need to rent a place. He said that he doesn't have money. So we start talk. He said that I should support him. I gave him 40,000 naira to support for the apartment. We rented the house at me. I was working at Vintage Industry at Alasia. So he went to a Gondo site to rent the apartment, a room and parlour self-com. It was far. So I was going operating from there to Alasia on daily basis. So later when I put to bed through CS, I went to the hospital, I put to bed, and after they discharged me, to pay the bill was problem. He couldn't raise the money. So I had to borrow money from my company. I borrow 80,000 naira because they charge us 170K apart from other minor payments. So I had to, the deposit of what they requested from us, it was my money that I used to pay. I told him.
What is the major issue? Because what you are talking, I don't even understand what you are saying. I'm
Now,
talking about marriage, talk about slap, you talk about going to the
yes, it
vast
was
village to
what.
go and see grandmother, come back, keke people fight, the woman slap you, you ask question. Do you think I have that time? That you
Okay,
have to use that many hours to talk who slap you, how you were inquiring of who slap you. You go straight to the point on that.
okay. Now, after I put to bed, I helped to pay the delivery bills, and then the mother came for that omogo during that time that my mother died. So for him to go to the village and to present himself or to console my family, he didn't come back until 2 to 3 days before my mommy's burial. That was, my baby was about 2 months, 2 months plus before my mommy died. So on getting to that, I mean, I went to my mommy burial. He couldn't come until after when they buried my mommy before he came. So all the money that they told us to pay, he could not pay any dime. He didn't even come with anything. So the sister, that's where the problem started. He came with the sister, only the sister, on that day that they were burying my mommy. So and the sister had issue with my senior brother, and both of them left, even though they came after my mommy was laid to rest. So both of them got angry and left. So when we came back, I I went back to the problem is that I don't know where he came from. I have been disturbing him to take me to his village, because it was when the mother came from Mogo that I got to know that where he took me was not his maternal home. So now the problem is that he can't take me to his maternal home, and he's trying to take away the child from me. Last December, he dragged the baby with me, said I was going to market with the baby without me. I said, why? He said that the friend said he wants to see the baby. I said, okay, if they want to see the baby, let me go with you, so that if they see the baby, I will come back. He works at trade fair. He refused that I will not follow him, that when he gets to that place, he will come back by 4. I said, dust is too much. So before I know it, we are having the issue. He now come and use his hand and press my neck. I was now, shouting for people to come and help me before he now leave me as people were coming. So because of that December, when I travel home, I told my brothers that I'm fed up with the marriage, and that is not the first time he's trying. He will not beat me, but he's always using his hand to press my neck anytime we have issue. I said I don't want the marriage again. So that was why I left. But because of time, that's why I'm bridging it. The first time when I came back from that my mommy burial, I shall look for an apartment where it's closer to my working place. I stayed there for 1 year, and he pleaded and pleaded before we get together again. I still borrow money again from my company. We rented an apartment, but yet he's not changing. If I ask him money for food, he will tell me that he doesn't have money. And I've been supportive, I've been supporting him. So because of that now, with all the problem that he's giving me, I say let me just leave him. There's no peace in the marriage, let him stay. And then the baby, the day I pack my things and leave the place, he went to the girls school to go and carry her to an unknown place. When I got to the school, management called me. I ran to the school, I did not see the baby. So I went to Ijaniki police station to report the case. So they now had to call him till the next day, and he came with his brother. They now tell him to go and bring the child. He went to Badagry and brought the baby back to me. So since that time, he has been looking for a way to take the baby. And we used to go to that Ijaniki police station. Once he told me that I used to suspect him of doing the girl a bad thing, maybe like uh, molesting the child. When I look for the child or anything, I say, Mama, where are you? Chidima, where are you? If he is there, he will tell me that I'm looking at him as if he's molesting the child. So all these kind of issues, I don't know what brought about that comment, and I've not for once thought about it. So that's why I told the police people that I will not leave him to carry that baby for a second, so that the baby will be with me. That they now mandated him to be paying 2,500 naira weekly, as he said is what he will be bringing for the child upkeep, but he has not been bringing. Sometimes he will bring 2,500 naira for a month. And this my baby is schooling. I used to pay the okada that would take her to school. I used to go after my work, I will go and pick her. I used to pay the nanny that will pick her from school. When I close by 6, I will go to that place and pick her from the nanny. I also take responsibility of her. It's only the school fees that the man paid. And then twice that the girl fell sick, I took her to hospital and called him to come, and he came and paid the bill. So he has not been taking care of the child at all. So but the police told me that he will be coming to see the child anytime he wants to see the child, and which we used to see on the way, because I told them I don't want him to come to my house. Then I said anywhere he wants to see the child. So we used to meet on the way for him to see the baby. But this lately, like this, if he comes, he will not maintain peace. He will start disgracing me, calling me divorcee, causing my family on the street of that place, he becoming violent. So I now told my family, and they said they would also help me to take care of the child, that should bring her from this side to east, which I did. That was earlier, last 3 weeks. I took the baby to Owerri to stay with my elder sister and her family, and came back to Lagos. So, and he went to the school and did not find the baby there, because he will always go there and see the child without calling me. He will go there. So he has gone there, and the school management was calling me to ask for the child. I told them I have changed her school. So I didn't know he was there. He went to police station again to report me. Now they are telling me that I will bring the police sir will bring the baby back. But the DPO that is in charge of the place said now that after we explain everything to him now, he said that either him should go and get divorce letter to and bring it to them. So he said that he's not the one that want to leave the marriage. So that is me that want to leave, and I actually want to leave. So that's why I said I'm seeking for help. Somebody, when I talked to my church member, I said they have your number. That was why they gave me your number to come, so that it will help me to get divorce later.
With both of you, where did this office?
Hmm?
With both of you, where did this office?
We did not wed them.
Did I wed you?
No ma.
So how do you want the divorce letter from me or from the office?
So the person told me that human rights used to help.
To divorce you and your husband? Hmm? Where are your parents?
My parents are late.
Are you the eldest?
No ma.
Where are your elder one, your elder sister?
My elder sister is in here in Ikeja.
In Kenya.
Mm.
Doing what?
She's working at a techno office.
Is she married?
She's married.
With kids?
Yes ma, 2 kids.
Is she living with her husband?
No.
She's not with her husband.
Yes.
Who is the next person?
He's my immediate brother, but he's not around.
Is he married?
Yes.
Where?
He's married in our state, Imo State.
Mm-hmm.
But he live in Lagos too.
Is he living with your family?
Yes, but the wife recently put to bed, so she's in the they travel to Easter time, and she put to bed there. So him is in Lagos. The wife is there in East.
Who is next?
In this place, no, I don't have any. It's my younger brother at Ogun State.
Is he married?
No,
How old is the child?
she by 3rd of July now she will be 3 years.
You are a very heartless woman. You are very, very heartless. Hmm? What did I say?
You said I'm heartless.
Ask me why.
Why?
Your father is late, right?
Yes,
Your mother is late, right?
yes,
Your elder sister is in Lagos.
yes.
Who did you give the child?
My elderly sister.
Which elderly sister? You say your elder sister is in Lagos.
No, he said our first daughter is in Lagos. My
So,
second sister is in the east.
doing what?
She's working, she's a nurse.
She's a nurse. And she's married
Yes, ma'am.
with her children.
Yes, ma'am.
And you only one child you have, you cannot take care of the child. You talk like parrot. You talk from 1 hour, no drinking of water, no swallowing of saliva, pa, 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 pa. You remember what happened in 1960, the date. Then you don't have common sense in you. That after you narrated all those nonsense that you are talking, you don't even have in your mind, your sense did not tell you that your child, the only child you have now, should be with you. You take the child to go and put in the east. And what makes you think the man don't have right to to see his child. If you don't want the marriage again, who tells you that the man don't also have right to see his daughter? That you not take the child to the east while you are in Lagos.
He's not helping me, that's why. He's not providing for the child and he's abusing me now. That's why and he's embarrassing me in the whole area. So I don't want him to be, because of that, I said I don't want him to be coming closer to me. That and the where the baby is, he knows that place. I've told the police station he stays with my sister that he knows where he
You
is.
don't need to take the child to go and give somebody. That is wrong of you. You are working. You are the one paying this child school fees. You are the one doing this. You are the one doing that. You did not change where you are living. You did not change where you are working. You not change the child. You not move the girl to the east and go and give to your sister. Even if he goes to court, they will still compel you to bring the child where he will be seeing it. Even they are still going to call him, and he must take care of his child. He must take care of his child. Otherwise, we will sue him to court. We don't have children in Lagos and abandon them. It's not. It's not permitted here. It's not acceptable. So you cannot take his child to go and dump in the east and you will be staying in Lagos here. Do you have court marriage? Traditional marriage, do you need anybody to be possible? You
Okay.
just go and give him his diary.
Dar.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't need any court. You don't need any person to return the diary back to him.
Okay, ma. That's why I came so that we know how to go about it.
Have to be about it. And your sister did not advise you. I'm asking you.
Ma, because I've told her that I don't want. So she said she don't know where to get for divorce paper. So that's why
Hmm?
I've told that she know that I said I don't want the marriage again. That I want to be myself. I don't like to be with him again. So she said is a court that will separate the marriage. I told her about it. So but she says she don't know where to get divorce letter.
Who did the man pay the diary to?
It's my brothers.
Which of your brother?
My elderly brother, our first son dem,
Where is he now?
is in Port Harcourt.
Have you called him? I don't want the marriage anymore.
Yes ma, I have told them.
Eh?
Yes ma, they are even aware that I don't want the marriage again. I've told all of them. During that Christmas period, when they were all together, I told them before I came back and pack my things and leave the
Hmm?
place.
You say?
I said they were aware. I told them during that Christmas period before I came back January and look for a house to pack my things. So and they have been following up. Even when police say we should come on Thursday now, this week Thursday, this coming Thursday. But they said I should go and bring the baby back to Lagos. So I've told them I don't have money yet to travel to East.
How did you take the baby to the east that you don't have
It's
money?
me that is my service that I used to take her to that place.
You will bring the child, otherwise they will arrest you. Even here, you can still arrest you if you do not bring the child. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Call that your sister now. They bring the phone to you. Yeah, you call that your sister now. You have to go and bring that child. And we have to make sure the man is taking care of the child. And you must sign in any way. If you don't want him to come and meet you where you are living, he will come here and come and see his child
Yes.
without coming to your house.
House.
But before you do that, you have to return his daddy because you are still his wife. You don't pack things out of a man's house. You said you are not married again. You take his child to go and put in your village, whereas the man paid your dowry and do the necessary. As it stands now, you are still his wife, traditionally because he paid your dowry. And the reasons you have given, I don't know if it's that you lack wisdom on how to handle home, or you are too young on how to be in marriage. The reasons you have given for leaving your marriage is not big enough for you to leave marriage. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am talking to you now like a sister. I cannot say your elder sister or because I don't know your age. You can be small but you are advanced. The reason you have given now, except there are more reasons that you have not mentioned to my ear. But if there is no other reason outside what you have said now, it is not big enough to leave your marriage. So what we need to do, we will invite the man and hear his own response to your allegation. Probably he have other reasons. But if there's no much reasons that will make you divorce and started suffering the innocent child, taking her to Kafanchan, to the north, to the east and west, then you will let the man know what you need to do as the man of the house and what you as the woman of the house should be doing on how to bring peace to your home and both of you will live in harmony. How old are you, madam?
I'm 35.
You are 35. You are big enough. Very, very mature and right. It's like you've not retired from single life. You want to go back, you rush, you enter marriage, now you come out, you did not know his house. I don't know where he come from. How on earth would you say you don't know where a man come from after you married and this and that, and you decided to go and marry? So now you want to leave the marriage because you say you don't know where the man come from, or one of the sisters slapped you the day you marry and you are coming to Lagos. Your reasons are not real. You have boyfriend.
No.
I know your answer will not be yes. Where are you working?
Vintage
Hmm?
industry. Vintage industry limited. Alasi.
How long have you been working?
5 years now.
5 years.
Yes.
Is your husband working?
He's working at trade fair.
Working with somebody or he have his own shop?
He has his own business that he's doing. He used to rent truck, all this truck that they used to carry goods.
Mm.
That's what he used to rent.
Hmm?
He used to rent trucks.
Mm. Is that what he was doing before you people married?
Yes, ma'am.
Then aside what you explain you want to go and do the man's village, is there any other major problem?
The love is no longer there. I don't like him again. I don't like him the way he treats me.
The way he treats you,
Yes, I don't like
he's
him
not
again.
he's not adding man to the greeting.
No, the way he used to treat me, the way he
Okay,
talks
the
to
way he
me.
treats you.
Yes. So
How did he used to treat you?
he,
Eh?
he used to talk to me anyhow. He insults me a lot. I use my family background to talk to me. Anything that happened to my family, use it to be abusing me. And I told him that once he starts beating me or anything, I will leave him. I've told him before now. So I don't want to be with him.
Okay, now he's beating you now.
Yes, he will not just beat me, he will just, this wound like this on my hand. This one I sustained it on December when he tried to press my neck. I was just trying to remove his hand, gasping for air. So I don't want the relationship again. I say let him go his way. I've told him that the marriage is not working, that let him go, let me go my way. And he accepted for me to leave. He was there when I washed all my things, pack all my things, and was looking for an apartment. He was fully away. said March 3rd.
This March.
Yes, ma, this year.
And you see some new people have come to add themselves to this page. And that is how we keep lifting you people. Some of you that rush to Mr. Fizzy page, you have started returning your stupid self, coming back to this page again, talking your stupid talk here. But the only thing we hold you here is to block you from here. Here is not made for everybody, they're made for unique and reasonable human beings. Since you left March 3rd, has it called
Since I left him,
you? Mm.
he used to call. He used to call to speak with my baby.
Baby of 3 years, and
Yes,
the baby talk very well.
she talks very well. She is
Right.
yet to clock 3. By 3rd of next month, she will clock 3 years.
And he did not beg you to come back.
He said, well, when he gets to police, he will tell them that he still wants the marriage. But me, I told him I don't want. And when the DPO asked him last time we went there last week, he said he doesn't want the marriage again. That he doesn't want. So the when the DPO now told him to go and get divorce letter, he turned immediately that he wants the marriage again. That is me that I don't want. So,
So
but me,
that you will not spend money.
I don't want the marriage again. Let him just go. Let me have my peace of mind.
Since you left, have you been having peace?
Yes, I've been okay, but him coming closer to me is giving me trouble. I don't like it. It's making me to feel depressed. I don't want him around anywhere around me.
Okay, what if you change? Will you give me a second chance?
I've given this the I didn't really after my mommy burial and the problem we had, he left in anger, even coming late. After he left, I ran after him to come back and settle the matter. He refused. He went with the sister. I cut him off. I rented an apartment. I stayed there for a year. So he came and was begging and begging and begging that he would change.
Okay, you have moved out of the marriage before.
Yes, stayed 1 year. So when my baby was still some months, 4 months or thereabouts, 3 to 4 months. So spent 1 year there. He was coming, and finally I settled with him and went back, even without telling my siblings that I moved back with him. It was even later that they found out that I moved back with him. But his character is what I cannot be again. Now I move again the second time. I'm not going back to him again.
Okay. If you have moved for the first, you have moved before now, and you stayed out of the marriage for 1 year, and go back again before you stay, then there is no marriage. And you are an adult, a full-grown adult that can take decision herself. So there is no need of you going and coming back, Abi.
Yes, ma'am.
The issue of the divorce,
Yes, ma'am.
you don't need anybody or any paper or court. You did you wed in court?
We didn't. It's only that traditional marriage. We didn't do white wedding or court wedding. Just traditional.
Ehen. Let me give you advice.
Okay, ma'am.
You don't want the marriage, and hence you have lived alone without the man for 1 year. There's no problem. You give him second chance. You went back and things did not change, and you live now good and fine. If you don't want the marriage, nobody will force you. And you don't need anybody for you to divorce him.
Okay,
You don't need to go to court.
okay, ma'am.
Your brother or your family that you paid your dowry to will only call him and the family that their sister have reported back and she don't want the marriage again. They want to return the dowry. They will go and return the dowry to his family, and that's all. Do you have any other tradition you do in your family, in your village to divorce person?
No, the my family, like my senior brother, the last time I spoke with him when we got to the police station, he told me that the family of my husband, my ex-husband, called him to bring back
Your
their.
husband, you have not returned the dowry. I see your
Okay.
husband.
Okay, that the family called him to return the dowry to
Mm.
them. So he
Mm.
was not asking them to which family, because there is, after the traditional marriage, there is another tradition that they needed to do. Marangogo, they used to call it Marangogo, just for my people to go and know where they came from.
Mm.
Is a tradition that our people used to do. So they have been calling him to come for it, so that they will even know where he came from. He has been giving them excuses. Even the last time they called him this December, and even my senior brother promised to sponsor the movement. He said he's not coming, that he doesn't have money for transportation, he don't want to travel. So now they say they should return, my brother should return the dowry. My brother is now asking them to which family, where actually is he going to look for them to return the money.
Does that mean your family don't know where to return the money?
They don't know where he came from. Like, I don't know.
Who and who? How did who came to your family? You said you traveled to his village.
That's what, when the place he took me to was his maternal home, not his father's home. So I was asking him when
Who and who attend the marriage from his side?
the mother, the senior brother, his friend, they were just few, the friends of from Aba, the uncle's wife and his uncle, and then family, the mother's friends.
Is it the only son of the only child of the parents?
No, they were three. They are four. They are
Who
four.
paid your family the dowry?
Him, I was not there because they would not allow me to be there when they were paying it. I don't know when they um, took the money, but it's those people that came, all the uncle from the maternal home, him and his elderly brother that came, and one man again. They said is from their village. I think from the maternal village.
But at least it's human being that came to your family to go and pay dowry.
Mm.
And the same people that come is the same people they return the dowry.
But they don't know. Well, don't know. They don't know where they are living.
Don't know
Even
where
that
they are
place that I
living.
went to Aba, I don't. It's my first time of going to that place. I don't know that
Okay,
place.
they should go. People should go to customary court and go and return the dowry.
Okay.
And go and return the dowry. And if you go there, you explain to them, you don't know where the man comes from, and this is the reason they want to. But your father, your elder brother have to call him first as a proof, or send him text message or whatever. Give an evidence that they want to return the dowry and is not willing to collect it. That is the only way you will go to court and return it.
Okay.
You go and return it in court, they will call him to go and take his dowry. If you want to dash court, it's on his phone. If you want to go and pick it, go and pick it. Hmm?
Okay.
When the child, you will go and bring the child up. Do you understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that you will not have issue. You can bring the child because the child is too tender for you to go and keep in the village while you are alive, sound
Yes.
and well.
Yes.
That they can use it against you. Meaning you also don't need the child. They can also use it against you if you not out. As a mother of the child, you are working, you have source of income, you have where you are living. You not take a 3 years child to go and drop in the village with your siblings. If you say they don't want the child to be in the village, either the child will be with you or be with him. The child is too young for you to give to anybody. Either the child is with you or the child is with him. And if the child is with him, the child is with him, they, they will have rights to be seeing the child. If you don't want him to be coming to your house, we will give you an appointment to be coming to this place and be seeing his child.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you give them your contact, give them the contact, eh?
Yes.
You give them the
Okay.
contact of your husband.
No, there is no provision.
You bring the contact to call him and give him appointment. Then the appointment you are giving to him, before that time, you will come with the child.
Okay, ma. But
Use your phone.
right now I don't have money for the transportation. Me, I'm thinking of December to travel home again. Uh, because these police officers, they say I should bring am on by Thursday, which me, I don't have money to travel now. So that's why.
You that take the child there, if you need me for you to go and borrow, you borrow to bring the child. You know, we can only tell you the truth here. Write the
Yes, ma'am.
man's number here.
Let me
Or
bring this
even if police
number.
come, eh?
Let me bring my phone and get.
Bring our phone.
Oh, please, ma'am.
Write it.
Thank you.
If you share another number.
Zero, two.
I don't know if he's watching you,
Ma'am,
but is he watching your program?
ma'am, am I online?
Eh, they are not online.
Oh,
Maybe you will say, you must have been prepared. Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Meshi. Hello, Mr. Meshi, good evening. Is that you?
yes.
My name is Mr. Lushola. I'm calling you from Human Rights Office. I'm calling you from Human Rights Office, Ikeja.
Together.
Yes.
Okay. How can I help you?
Okay, one Mrs. Susan Joshua
Uh-huh.
came to complain in our office, and your attention is needed, sir.
Okay, when?
Tomorrow, because we need to hear from you also.
Okay, now, can you make it, can you put it on Thursday?
It's okay.
But, let me tell you the truth,
Yeah.
I don't know you.
They will text you the address. You just enter Ikeja Motu. Once you
When I
come,
get to, when I get to Ikeja alone, can I go and sit there?
when you get to Ikeja under bridge, you call the number, then they will direct you.
Okay, I should call this number.
Yes.
Okay, another to go to time.
12 o'clock.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, man.
Th-
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you there.
Okay, welcome.
Bye-bye.
It was still on Thursday that we journeyed to police station. So I don't know.
Please go and send the office address to this number, please. Uh, the appointment is 12 o'clock. It is on Thursday, this coming next tomorrow. So, said if it's coming, you'll be calling the line for you to direct me. Yes. And when you come, whatever be the resolution here, we pass it to the police. It's a human rights. Whatever will resolve it, we'll let the police know.
Okay.
I don't want to be front of my head.
Yes.
This what?
Why is she walking?
Uh,
Front of me.
they say she was working.
Yes.
Say you are working.
Yes.
And when you both of you married, you were still working. Did you stop your work?
No.
You're still working today.
Yes.
Let me come at least. We heard from you. Let us hear from you also.
Okay.
Okay? We'll go and be at peace. Huh?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Viewers, you have heard from the young lady who've also contacted the husband. By Thursday, 12 noon, the both parties will be here. Let's hear from both sides and see how we can resolve this amicably. Marriage is not by force, but even if you hear from one party, it's advisable you calm down to listen to the other person. If it cannot work, the both of them can separate peacefully without engaging violence or any form of embarrassment. Marriage has to do with feelings, has to do with love, has to do with respect and all that, not just to marry. So by Thursday, both of them will be live here and listen to both sides. Issue of the child will be addressed, upkeeping of the child will be addressed, and every other necessary things, including the diary of the book. So God bless you and see you tomorrow